So I just opened my file, just saw something I didn't like. That's the power of sleeping on it. So I don't like the size of those things here. So we're going to try to do a quick fix. See if it helps. I'm just really wondering how I'm going to rapidly fix what needs to be fixed. I'd like to be able to create like a quick bevel around this. But I'm thinking it's probably not going to be enough. I'm going to remove one side, go back in dynamic symmetry, see what if I push. What if I push down here, and what if I make so this material is the same as this one? And might as well with these. Yeah, it's already helping a lot. Yeah, it's already helping a lot. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but for a quick fix, it's going to fix what I wanted, which is pretty good. Okay, all right. So I just found the plugs to be a little bit too big, but by making sure the outside of the plug is the same color as the surface around it, it kind of just makes it look smaller than what it is. And just that was enough for a quick fix. So there we go. Crisis averted. The Gruber, how are you? Pretty good. And you? Frog, hey, what's up? So now we're just gonna fix something else that appeared because we reduced the size of those things. We need to enhance the cavities. These guys. Instead of like redoing the mirror and well, I'm just gonna do the modification on the other side real quick. Easy modification. And one last little thing. All right, just to make it a little bit more aesthetic. Cool, 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 cool. Working, working. Yeah, man. Okay. So, what are we tackling next? Oh, forgot to put some materials on these guys. Oh, is there anything else that requires a material? Let's put a very eyesore matte cap and it's gonna pop out. So it's all stuff we have already worked on, maybe except for those. This is something. This will be duplicated later. Yeah, the rest is all the meshes from before. This one forgot to duplicate it on the other side. I wish I could be able to spend as much time as you on a single model. Well, just have yourself a personal project. This is how you can control the amount of time you can spend on your own model. The time did not just magically appeared for me. I made the time and I'm taking the time as well. I wish I could complete this model in a much faster period, but I'm working on it only 2 hours per week for the stream because I got too much other things to work on. Okay. All right. Oh, well, look, in that case, I think, yeah, just make work on like smaller projects that you can at least like have the sense that you complete, because maybe that's what actually might be hurting you is you never get a sense of like completion and that sort of stuff. Also, it's really not a problem to not be able to complete a model. I mean, you still learn from it. Right now, I'm learning to paint, and oh boy, I get the feeling I'm not even able to reach like a finished look. But every second that you spend on your craft, you're learning stuff. So don't be too hard on yourself. At this point, I'll need to redo the symmetrical part of this one here. There we go. but it was missing kind of like a connector piece here. There we go. Okay. Did I needed any polish on this piece right there? Not necessarily, but I do need like a trim, that's for sure. So I'll duplicate, go back to my lowest subdivision level. I'm gonna grab a part of the object. There you go, simple as that. On both sides, let's do a mirror and weld. Hey Marco, good morning. I had the same experience when I was working on a big project, but it's overwhelming to learn too much stuff at once. I took a long break, and after I returned, I was able to model the other part much faster. Yeah, I mean, when you have to digest so much, that's why I'm saying like maybe start on a smaller piece, because you're gonna have a lot to digest when you're learning for sure. So you don't want to have to burden yourself so much. Like me, I'm learning to do like when I'm painting, I'm just doing like a little head, just so that like I get to go through like the motions and everything. Actually, I got my latest one like right there. It's once again like it's hard to show on camera. It often doesn't zoom. Wait, I'm gonna change the there we go. That's what I painted last night. Well, I finished it last night. Like I'm pretty happy with the results. How the magma works. Actually, let me just if you can zoom, please. Thank you. Hey. Don't lose the zoom. Yeah, there you go. Like I'm very happy with the result, but like it took me like a freaking wild. Well, I mean, 3 sessions of 2 hours, and I had some like help on like what method to use. It's really having a hard time with the focus, eh? There you go. Thank you. Probably saw that the 3D file on the. Anyways, whatever. I'm pretty happy with the results. There, if you look like if I was to take a photo, you would see like there's a lot of imperfections and stuff that I have to fix. But yeah, it's fun. But you see, it's just like a head. So I was able to go through like learning like gradients and how to make like some color more radiant also. Plus like a few other techniques or whatever, the dry brush. I don't want to go through all the technical terms, but yeah, and I feel like I was able to accomplish something that I'm really happy of, but I just left it to a small amount, right? There's so much within even just like a small piece. So yeah, that's my my tip, my trick, whatever. Skill build over time. If you don't have patience to develop, then maybe you don't sorry, what? Skills build over time. If you don't have patience to develop them, maybe you don't deserve them. It's a bit harsh, I understand what you mean, but there's another much less harsh way to say it. Basically, it's just, of course, like it's really over time that the skills build. So don't discourage yourself. Like I said, just find something that motivates you to go on, and without like just like burning you too much or whatever. And you'll be able to get through it, like, and learn much from it. It's like my gym, my coach at the gym. Like, basically, I have like a new target now, a new goal, and you like he knows like what my limitations are, what my strengths are, and you really have to do like a calculation and aim at the right thing to not either bore the person or burn them on the opposite of the spectrum. So yeah, maybe it's just a subject you chose. I don't know. That still would be my trick. Um, but like Gruber is saying, you might get bored at some point, and it's totally normal. So don't flagellate yourself for that. Hey Marco, I have a question. I've noticed that polygroup it from Polypaint doesn't work the same like before. Was it changed? I don't know. I don't actually use the plugin. Sorry about that. Oh, cool. Seem to appreciate the sculpture I just showed you. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Is there a body in the work? No, I know. I'm trying to learn like a few techniques, and I really want to get to understand how to do this, do that. I still have a lot to learn with the airbrush. So instead of like repeating the same thing over and over and over and over on the same character, I'd rather just take different subjects and just like learn like a broad spectrum of technique, skills, and that sort of stuff. And at some point, I'll try to make like one badass piece for sure. That's my end goal for sure. But I don't want to burn myself, right? Like I'm already burning myself with like another project I'm working on right now, so I have to be careful. Um, does it help with poly paint? Bussy Mart, what do you mean? Does it help with poly paint? Would turn that into a spray bottle cap. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. That's cool. All right, so let's continue onto here. Already from the bat, I know I want to, oops, no, not enough resolution for that. Maybe cut it a little bit more straight, like that. Like this. And I guess I'll just do like a little like something sticking out. So move at -100 focal shift and some backface, and you can do those things here, that. Maybe not the right place for it though. Yeah, just that, I guess. I mean, do you feel like learning to paint in real life helps you to paint virtually with polypaint? I'd say probably more like the opposite. I think because I've poly painted a lot, like on more organic characters, or even like using Substance Painter and that sort of stuff. I feel like I really had like a comprehension of like results to get at, or like makes like something visually interesting. So then when I'm painting in real life, I just need to understand how to apply this knowledge to a different like medium and methodology and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's and it's super fun to know that I can apply my knowledge of texturing to actual real life painting. And since I've been using the tablet, like the Wacom, a lot, I also have a lot of like dexterity already while painting, so I'm pretty happy about that. And by the way, this is actually my teacher telling me this, so you know that it's true, and then I'm not just bragging. I don't see him super often, but once in a while, once I'm kind of like out of things to practice, I'll have him over. We'll review what I already did, and he'll show me like a new thing. Like right now, I'm really struggling with the hairbrush, so the airbrush, sorry. And I'm probably going to need a little tip and tricks in a little session or whatever. You are still learning to paint, yeah, for sure. In 3D also, I'm still learning. I'm very comfortable with what I'm able to do. So often I'm just going to go through the motions and get the thing done, right? But I like to have a project where I try to like see things differently, do things differently. So I still consider this learning. Also, like when I'm learning a new software, still learning, right? I mean, my mind is always open to learning for sure. At the same time, I have like strong habits now because I've been doing some of these things for like so long. So it's kind of like a mix of the two, I'd say. Come on. All right. I'm using my tablet for sculpting for about 5 years now and still can't draw a straight line in 2D. Well, I mean, it's really hard to draw a straight line with a tablet. Like, I got a Cintiq, right? So it's much easier. Um, so yeah, no, it's normal that it's hard. Just started with a large Cintiq, definitely helps moving the whole arm, but also feels the burn. Yeah. Sorry, when you say that burn, do you mean like it hurts your shoulder or your arm, or do you mean that the screen is warm? Drawing straight line is also locking your wrist and moving in motion. Yeah, I actually, to draw a straight line, I actually use my entire shoulder. Like I move my, sorry, no. I rotate around my elbow to do straight lines personally. No, wait. Well, it's a combination of moving my shoulder and my elbow. To do curve line, I use only my elbow. I have a feeling I'm learning too slow and can't keep up with everyone. Man, I'm sure pretty much everybody feels that way also. Don't be too hard on yourself. And really try to enjoy the journey of learning without putting yourself too much pressure or especially too much expectations. I mean, the muscle strains after a while. Oh, okay. It's funny because, like, for me, it actually helped. I still get like sometimes it hurts, but it's mostly because I just like really overdid it and worked too much. Um, like day and nights and whatever. No? Also, when I'm stressed, my shoulder hurts more. What helped me the most with muscle therapy was to go see a I don't know how to say that in English, osteopath, osteo, I don't know, like a fucking muscle and movement doctor, and they recommended me like a few exercises to strengthen my shoulder and my back muscles, especially the shoulder blade, and it actually helped a lot. So I just continued that. I This is pretty much when I got really serious going to the gym, and yeah, I just continued to do a lot of back exercise, and it does help me a lot with the shoulders. Basically, my problem, and I'm saying that, but everybody has like different like conditions and that sort of stuff, right? But me, my issue was that the some muscles inside of my shoulder were just like not strong enough, while the others were like too strong compared to the rest, and it was just there was like an imbalance there that was just like straining the weaker muscles and that sort of stuff. So by doing exercises like for example, one of the exercise was to um, like let's say like you look at a door, you turn 90 degrees so you're not facing that door. You put like an elastic on the knob. Of course the door is closed. You put an elastic on the knob, and your furthest arm from the knob, you grab that elastic, and you keep your elbow to your ribs, and you just pull the elastic away from you, like to the side of you, and this actually works the some of the muscles of the back near the shoulder blade and that sort of stuff. And for me, that's what actually helped me the most. Physiotherapist. It's kind of like a physiotherapist. I guess it would be the closest to what I was gonna say. There's like a nuance between the two though, but I wouldn't be able to know to tell you what the nuance is anyway. Just want to curve that mesh a little bit now. And around here. Around here, that's where I'm going to have it pop out like that. Boop, boop. I guess I can do it a little bit cleaner. Crap, missed it. Ah, missed it again. All right. Come on. Do it. Ah, there you go. Top notch. Rotator cuff exercise. Yeah, that's the name. Like I'll just like, it's really like doing this here, and you're stretching like the elastic, like this, and the elastic like at the elbow area. Let's say like that's where the knob is. Also, it would be lower, right? Like you're not like up like that. Like you're actually lower like this. Huh? And yeah. But like in general, let's say you work at your desk, okay? I mean, my Cintiq is like 45 degrees in front of me, so I don't really like I'm not really hunched down too much. That being said, I'm still like kind of like contracted on myself. Like I'm contracted like this instead of like expanded like this, right? So any exercise that will expand your back and kind of like let's just say go in the other direction of your normal daily contraction because you're on at your desk is going to help you kind of like balance your daily posture. And yeah, it helped me a lot. I recovered from some pretty bad situations by doing this exercise, just keeping like a healthy amount of exercise, let's say. And I'd say that to this day, the only thing that like truly hurts me, and it's my shoulder here, and it's when I'm just like overworking, like working all day, all night because I want to finish a project or whatever. So yeah, of course, working too much at some point is going to hurt you. So that's one of the things to be careful about. Did 3 months of workout focus to fix my posture back in posterior weeks. It was hell, but then it paid off. Yeah, it does. It really pays off. Sometimes like also like it takes a while to recover, especially if you've really hurt your shoulder or whatever, right? Also, I have like a bit of like a knee problem myself, and it's yeah, it's a lot of like posterior work that I have to do. Anyways, the I see like a trainer at the gym once in a while. He just like makes like programs for me and that sort of stuff, and he knows basically like what I'm trying to accomplish, which is really primarily is just feeling good because and counteracting my daily posture. And that's really what the goal is. Like I don't aspire to for much, just like a quality of life stuff. And it's good enough for me. All right, I've been not really focusing because I've been talking too much. I'm just going to try to refocus again a little bit. Although I'm still advancing. Maybe I just need a bit of coffee. Some. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the stream. think it's incredible how you use the old gizmo ancient arcane magic. Learn to use only the new. um, yeah, I there's just like a few things that is just much like quicker or um like organic from like the old gizmo, like deciding of like directions instantly for the mesh instead of like having to like elaborate, like not elaborate but um like move only on its um like stored directions. It's hard to say, but I don't know. I I I think I'd like to encourage people to actually discover the old gizmo because like I see like a huge difference in how to use them. All right, I think we're easily reaching the end of that subtool. All right, well, once we're done with the knee, we're pretty much done with the entire the thigh. Cool. Oh, I forgot to hide the. That's why I was lagging a little bit. Hide those things. Don't need the head. Don't need the torso anymore. Here we go. Lags much less. Let's save also. We've been working on that for a little while, so here we go. Oh boy. Oh, boy. Still saving. Yeah, really happy of that little guy right there. There's a few things I'm gonna fix next time I paint, and I think I'll call it done after. I think I'll go and do another robot after. All right, so knee. Knights, who says knee? Ha 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 ha! That's a reference. I'm sure a bunch of you doesn't know where that's from. It's like it's even old for me. Oh boy. All right, so I'll start by doing a few like cavities and stuff because like right now the mesh are interpenetrating. That's what I call it when there's like one mesh goes into the other without like much like acknowledgement of it, let's just say. Oh yeah, I wanted to add a little something here. Wait. Back to this, I got distracted by something. Question here. Do you have any tips to start using poly paint better? For me, it's the hardest part in the ZBrush. To start using poly paint. Well, you know, I've watched a few tutorials. I remember back in the day about like methods to use poly paint, or I watched like people's like timeline, not timeline, but time lapse, and it did help a lot, I'd say. I don't really have like a specific tutorial to suggest, but I think I remember actually like seeing some stuff from Rafael Grassetti. Like he did like maybe like some demos on like how he poly paints, and I thought it was pretty insightful. So I would probably recommend that, I'd say. I'm gonna have to check how it looks on the other side. Oh, wow. Almost works. I might have to adjust the inner part of the knee when once I'm done with the outer part, actually. Yeah, let me know about the gizmo. If I'm able to convert one person to go from using the gizmo to using the transpose line, I'm going to be very happy. Oh, okay. I effed up the. You ever retopo your models? Um, I mean, I used to when I worked in the industry and stuff, right? But currently, no, I just decimate them. Okay, so for the oh boy, I didn't see that here. I guess I'll find a way to make it work. So yeah, so I've worked on how like the knee and how the knee and the other parts connect together. I'll go back to it into detailing, but I just want to detail the inside of the mesh now. And we're probably going to do like all of the other joints here. I'll just put a layer on. Just test. Blind Fox. Hey Marco, thanks for the stream. It's always a super boost of inspiration. Cool. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I think that's going to be the lines I'm going to use. So. All right, let's. Okay, so we're going to apply a depth modifier here so that um huh, what? No, I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, because of the curve, it's not really going to work this way, so let's not use this. I'm going to record a morph target here, do a little. That's going to be good. We're going to go get those little detail things. Whoop, right there. Um, Hi there, Chaos. What's the mini menu you pop out with the brush besides the B key shortcut? Uh, it's those menu here I made myself, and then you can just apply a shortcut to these menu and they pop whenever you call for it on the screen. For me, my biggest source of inspiration is you and Vitaly. Wow, cool. It's nice to be put right beside the legend. Actually, I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, good. Well placed on the first try. Um, let's duplicate, move it here. It's going to require some adjustment. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to need to yeah, something like that, I guess. I gotta adjust the top one to it's kind of like okay. Let's merge both of them. So now what I want to do is actually duplicate them on this side here. For that, I'll need to assign them the same gizmo. Oh, put that in the wrong folder. Go and get it. Get up there. Oop, there we go. Okay, so this has the gizmo that I want. I'll duplicate this one. Put it right under it. Let's delete the layers. Let's delete subdivisions and the morph target and merge them down. Boop. Now it's merged here. So if I do a mirror and weld um, with the proper orientation. Ah, boy. Okay, the gizmo is like 80° in the wrong direction. So I'm actually going to need to turn the gizmo 180°. And now if I do mirror and weld, okay, it's copying the right side on the other side. I'm using Grow to just have everything selected. It's taking a little bit of time. We're almost there. Okay, I can delete everything now. And those things are on the right side. Okay. Okay, all right. So let's work on their where they connect here. All right. So there was some adjustment to the shape that I did here. We're gonna try to flatten it again with H polish. Smooth it out. All right, looking good, looking better. Back to the layers. Greeting from Sweden. Hey, hey, hey. What's up? Is it starting to get cold in Sweden as well? Because here it's starting to be freezing. Slowly but surely. Just got myself some new skates also. Can't wait to be able to use them. Okay, I just realized. Okay, little question here. If I say skates, what do you think of? Tony Hawk. Okay, so a skateboard, basically. That's what you think about. But I think skates, like plural. Before saying where I come from, I'd rather you answer the question because I'm curious about like your interpretation. If I say skates, what's the first thing that comes to mind? London is the worst it has been, 2 degrees Celsius and snow in November. Damn. Yeah, we had snow here, but like more on the countryside, not London. Anyways, so the reason why I was asking for skates is just that I just realized I've said skates all my life, and I'm actually talking about ice skates. But in my head, it's like, and it's probably just like a deformation because I'm Canadian. And so to your answer, gold yams, gold yams, yams. Jesus, I'm Canadian. And yeah, I just realized that I'm just by default for me skates are ice skates. So when I said I bought new skates, I was kind of like forgetting that like for probably a lot of people, skates are not ice skates. States. I thought you were asking where I come from. To therefore know what's my definition of skates. Judge Borko, hello, hello. What is up? So one is going to require it to be precise or quick. Okay. Not the cleanest mesh, but trying to be quick over here. Okay, there we go. So added metal thing here. It's going to help with the look. There we go. But for me, snow sports doesn't exist because I live in a place that reaches 50 degrees. Gee, best. Well, you know, to be honest, in Canada, sometimes we like, especially in Montreal, I get like sometimes near 40. So still pretty freaking cold for country that's reputed for its um, I mean, it's pretty freaking hot for a place that is reputed for how cold things are. And it's a humid 40 also, so B, not super good. Where do you live for it to reach 50? Well, soon we'll have to remove the symmetry and work in normal mode because we're gonna be missing on. Well, we're not gonna be able to be in symmetry because of the nature of the mesh. Oops. Okay, all right. Let's add another layer and remove symmetry so that we can work on the look of the other side. Do you usually work with materials in SP or other software? SP is a substance painter. That's what you mean? I have a lot of my characters that I do in Substance Painter, yeah. I just, when I do, this character is going to be done in Keyshot, but all the baking and stuff. Yeah, I just sort of retopo my, just decimate my mesh to have like a low mesh version and bake on it and slab it in Substance Painter and texture it. Alright, do I call it done for the knee? It's already a lot of details. It's fine. Yes. We'll keep it that for the moment. I wonder if I need make any adjustments on those pieces here. They don't really have a good topology to add anything though. That's the issue. I think I might actually just leave it like that. Don't want to push my luck. So there we go. Duplicate it on the other side. It's good. We're getting there. Getting there. All right, let's save. Oh, actually, you know what I want to do before I save? I just realized how much I can save space. I often leave my mesh with UVs, and they don't really use UVs. So I just want to go around and do a little pass of like deleting UVs and stuff. The only things I'm not going to delete the UVs are the straps. Oh well, there's not really much meshes that have UVs. Like often I'll work from like a mesh that has a UV, and then I duplicate from it and duplicate, and then I end up with like a lot of meshes. Like you see, there you go. Now we're getting there. Those meshes with UVs that don't really have UVs for real. There was a little plugin that existed before where you could actually just see like a list of your subtools and see like which one have polypaint, which one have like UVs enabled and that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work with the new ZBrush versions. That was a really nice plugin. I really liked it. I'm gonna go on the straps. I'm gonna just like undo the deletion of the UVs on them because I want to keep the UVs for these. Oh, this one already didn't have UVs. All right, weird. Oh boy, we're already at our 2 hours. I guess I'll tackle the tibia next time. Yeah, we did all this portion of the thigh this stream. Shivaru magic. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that'll be all for this week. I'm next week I'll tackle the tibia and stuff. And like I said, once I'm done with polishing the leg, I'm not gonna go for the polishing of the arms right away. I think I'm gonna try like a little like design thing. Some people have been requesting it, like showing you how I concept the character and that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. And yeah, so be there. Next week I'll be here around the same time. So until then, take care, everyone. And yeah, let's go raid Evan. See some great stuff right there. So everybody, take care. I'll see you next week. Ciao.